In the Canadian case, for example, John A. Macdonald, the man whose statue has been taken down in Picton, is much criticized for not doing more to rescue Western Indigenous nations from the catastrophic effects of the disappearance of buffalo herds from the prairies in the 1880s. At that time, the West was connected to central Canada by a single line of railway. The Canadian government was a puny infant organization with a handful of employees. It would lack capacity to deliver unemployment relief to the most developed sections of the country for another half a century. And if it had miraculously developed capacity to deliver relief to the prairies, what would be said then? Indefinite welfare relief produces social ills that government commissioners today denounce as genocide. The alternative to welfare relief, schooling people to acculturate the buffalo-deprived people into a modern farming and industrial society, is likewise denounced as genocide. Nobody has any real idea of anything that might have been done differently with plausible, better effect. Anything that might have been done differently would have depended on the wealth, technology, and bureaucracy that only existed in the first place because the settler colonial society, in the neutral sense of that term, had developed them. Even the idea that people on the eastern end of a railway ribbon owed a duty of care to people on the western end, thousands of miles away, solely because both inhabited the same fiction of a national territory under the same sovereign, is itself a cultural product of Canada's settler colonial history. In other words, there is nothing more settler colonial than the system of beliefs that so negatively judges settler colonialism.